to Pigskin Frenzy on this wonderful Thursday afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Joel Norris, and whether you're watching on YouTube, listening on Spotify, or listening on Podbean, a big thank you for taking some time out of your Thursday to just sit back, watch, and listen to some NFL coverage presented by me. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, like each episode, and leave comments down below. If you're listening on Spotify or Podbean, share around with others on there and follow on those platforms as well. We have X, Instagram, and Facebook. X, all you gotta do is type in at pigskin_frenzy, all lowercase. Just type that in. Follow, like the page there. You'll get episode updates as well as news and highlights from across college and NFL football. Facebook, just type in Pigskin Frenzy. Follow the page there. You'll get episode updates as well as all things up to date for Pigskin Frenzy. And Instagram, all you got to do is type in Pigskin Frenzy, all lowercase. Follow the page there. You'll get episode updates. You'll answer trivia questions on stories. Go and answer today's as well as all things up to date for Pigskin Frenzy. NFL Day today, I'm excited, right? It is the start of the NFL regular season. College has already started. We're going to talk about NFL today. I'm ready to go, breaking down some week one matchups, including tonight's game, Thursday Night Football on NBC, and next week it'll start on Prime. So, Thursday Night Football, Lions at Chiefs. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Football is back, and I'm ready to go. The NFL regular season starts now. Fantasy football goers, you have rested long enough. It is time to play the game of fantasy football, and it is time for NFL fans to watch the game of football, to watch your favorite team play. So I'm excited. I'm ready to rock and roll. The defending champions start tonight. And speaking of defending champions, the giveaway has ended. The winner was announced on social media. Congratulations to the winner of the Pigskin Frenzy defending champion giveaway, Jamie_Hearthcock_ for winning the illustrious autographed football Kansas City Chiefs t-shirt and 2 Pigskin Frenzy stickers coming right to your doorstep. Congratulations, Jamie_Hearthcock_ for winning the defending champion giveaway. Thank you for everyone who, once again, who has entered the giveaway also, and hopefully we'll do more of giveaways and free giveaways in the future. It was a fun experience, fun plugging it in, and it was fun. So congratulations once again to Jamie_Hearthcock_ for winning the giveaway. So we're gonna break down week one matchups. We're gonna talk about a record-setting deal that took place yesterday for defensive end Nick Bosa and the 49ers. You already saw it on Twitter, and you probably already saw it everywhere else, but I'm going to talk about it in a minute. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Keep plugging in. Like each episode. Leave comments down below. Follow on Podbean and Spotify. Share around with others on there. Follow on X, Instagram, and Facebook for all things up to date for Pigskin Frenzy. Let's rock and roll today. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. Let's dive right in before we break down these week one games, because these games are pretty solid. Most of them coming from the AFC side. Let's talk about the 49ers. 49ers and defensive end Nick Bosa. We have an update on that. And hold out no more. So the San Francisco 49ers have signed defensive end Nick Bosa to a 5-year extension that is worth $170 million with $122 million guaranteed. According to ESPN's NFL insider Adam Schefter, this makes him the highest paid defensive player in the NFL and in NFL history. So let me just repeat that. $170 million with $122 million guaranteed. That is unreal. He will not hold out. He posted on his Instagram that he is ready to rock and roll. He most likely will play this Sunday in their week one matchup on Sunday, September 7th. 49ers don't have to wait no longer for Nick Bosa to come out. So they have a crucial matchup against the Steelers Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central. And it's going to be a good one. They're going to need Nick Bosa for that one. So it is good that Nick Bosa doesn't hold out. They were confident in training camp that they were going to get the deal done. Better late than never, right? Better late than never. So he's ready to rock and roll. I'm excited to see him suit up Sunday. I'm excited to see him get the deal done. He highly has earned it, right? He has earned it. He is a defensive player of the year. And, Like I said, he's earned it, right? There's no other words to describe Nick Bosa. He's a freak. He's a freak athlete. He's, if not if not the best elite, one of the most elite pass rushers in the NFL. And what he does for defense, the Niners defense is, huge, right? He is a big part of that defense. So, congratulations for Nick Bosa on getting that deal done. And we're excited to see him play this coming up Sunday against Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett better watch out, and they better block because Nick Bosa is now going to play harder than ever after earning his hard-earned money. So, congratulations to Nick Bosa, and let's move on. Let's break down some of these week matchups. Let's preview and predict, and let's get right to it. Probably not going to be a longer episode today of Pigskin Frenzy, but let's just break down some of these matchups, right? I'm excited. I'm ready to rock and roll. Week 1, Lions at Chiefs. First time in 20 years. Spoiler alert on the trivia question, by the way, if you want to go and answer it. If you listen to the episode first before answering the trivia question, then I apologize, but spoiler alert here. First time in 20 years that the Detroit Lions have visited the Kansas City Chiefs. This is the first game we're going to break down and preview. Lions at Chiefs. First time in 20 years they visited Arrowhead Stadium. Here we go. Key to this one. Travis Kelce. Now, let's break it down a little bit. Travis Kelce was practicing Tuesday, and he hyperextended his knee. Coach Andy Reid has gone on to say that he is questionable for the game tonight and is uncertain for tonight. Wow, that's a loss right there. That's a loss if any. If you lose Travis Kelce, what are we gonna? That's an option right there. That is your number one target for Patrick Mahomes, right? But they are confident, and here's another key: they're confident that wide receiver Kadarius Toney is ready to suit up and play Week 1. You have Kadarius Toney back. You have Justin Ross, who's been making a big impact at training camp. He's coming in. You have Isaiah Pacheco in the run game and if you want to throw to him and do split passes, you can do that. There's also Jarrett McKinnon that you can do split passes to. The other running back, you also got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So you got 3 running backs that are solid in the run game and in the passing game. You also got Justin Ross and Kadarius Toney to throw to as well. You got options, man. You got options. Kelce is a big loss, though, because he makes up for that passing attack. And that duo with him and Mahomes is one of the best, if not the best, in the NFL today, right? So the best friends duo may not be, in effect for Detroit. Now, what are some of the keys for Detroit? Well, Jared Goff. You got to get Jared Goff going. And if you get Jared Goff going, you know how Jared Goff can get. Watch out, man. Let me go on and tell you something about Jared Goff. A lot of people hate on Jared Goff, but Jared Goff does not deserve that hate. I'll tell you why. He's a solid quarterback. He is a very solid quarterback. He took the Los Angeles Rams to the Super Bowl. He helped them win the NFC Conference Championship and took them to the Super Bowl. Granted, they lost to the New England Patriots and Tom Brady, but they were the runner-ups in Atlanta that year. They were runner-ups. Jared Goff is no joke. He is a solid quarterback. In fact, Jared Goff led the Rams in a game against the Kansas City Chiefs in one of the most highly prolific offensive games that was so hyped up before. It was hyped up to be one of the best offensive games. It was in Mexico City. The Rams went on to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs 54-52 in that game, and it was insane. The Rams went on to win. Highly offensive attack for both teams. So, are we going to see another highly offensive game tonight? Maybe not. Who knows? I mean, listen. A good key for the Lions is to get Jared Goff involved. But another key is this. You got to get on the other side of the ball. You got to look at Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson, the second-year defensive end coming out of Michigan. You got to look at him and what he's done for the team as a rookie last season. He's a solid defensive end, solid player. You got to see, and you got to get him going. You got to get him working, and you got to see if, he can, get through get through the gaps of the offensive linemen of a Trey Smith or a Joe Tunney to get to Patrick Mahomes, right? So it's going to be a tough matchup. The defense for the Lions are underrated. They're very underrated, but it's hard to beat a Patrick Mahomes. So my keys are this. find your other options while Kelsey, if Kelsey does not play. That's for the Chiefs. The Lions, you have two. You got to get Jared Goff going, and you got to get Aiden Hutchinson moving along the defensive line for the Lions. Who do I have winning this game tonight? That is the real question. Who do I have winning this game tonight? I previewed it. Let's predict it. I have the Chiefs winning tonight. I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning the game tonight by a score of 7. I'll say this. I'll say 24 Chiefs, 17 Lions by a touchdown. It will be a close game. I think the Lions are going to give them a run for their money, actually. A lot of people are thinking, oh, the Lions are going to get, the Lions are probably going to get blown out. I say 24-17. I was thinking that there was going to be a blowout. I was thinking that. But I've kind of changed my tune. I think the Chiefs will win, but the Chiefs will do it 24-17. I think there will be a closer game than advertised, and the Lions will show that they are actually a solid team and that a team that needs to be looked at this season in the NFL. So Chiefs beat the Lions 24-17 tonight. Tune in tonight. Going to be a good game on NBC. Thursday Night Football. The regular season starts tonight. I'm excited. I'm ready. Guys, I dropped my pen. Obviously, that's insane. Drop my pen. I'm so excited I dropped my pen. So, anyway, jokes aside, here we go. Let's go. Bengals, Browns. That's the next game. That's the next matchup that we're going to preview and predict. 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central Time, Sunday afternoon. Early game. So, Bengals at Browns. AFC North game kicking it off early. That's going to be interesting right there. Deshaun Watson starting at quarterback. You got to get him going. You got to get the running game. I would say get the running game going. That's a big key for the Cleveland Browns. Got to get Nick Chubb going. Got to have that balanced attack. Yes, Deshaun Watson's going to be a factor in this one. The quarterback play is going to be a factor in this one, but you got to look at Nick Chubb. The running game is crucial in this ball game. The defensive line for the Bengals are superb. You got Sam Hubbard. You got rookie defensive end Miles Murphy. And in the backfield, in the secondary, you got Eli Apple in the passing game. He'll cover the passing game, but for the defensive ends, you got Sam Hubbard on one end, Miles Murphy, rookie defensive end on the other. You got Nick Chubb. Let's see what Nick Chubb does to weaken that line and to see how many yards he can get on the ground. I would use the Nick Chubb advantage in this one. Open him up to some running and not just on the inside but on the outside as well. Open him up to some more outside runs and some outside stretch plays and some a little bit misdirection to the outside. So I would use that to my advantage and keep just plugging in with Nick Chubb. The advantage for the Bengals, obviously, you got to look at their offensive line. If their offensive line can hold up against a Myles Garrett, against anyone, if they can hold up, then they could probably win this ball game. I say for one key advantage for the Browns, Nick Chubb. The key advantage for the Bengals, offensive line. So Joe Burrow can make those passes, right? Joe Burrow is an elite quarterback in the NFL, along with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson's back. The quarterback play is going to be important, but I would say for the Browns, the running game is going to be important. For the Bengals, the line game is going to be important to block so Joe Burrow can make those throws to a Jamar Chase and a T. Higgins. So, who do I have winning this one? Who do I have winning it? Close game. I say it'll be a close game. I honestly do. It's going to be back and forth. The winner of this one is going to be the Bengals. I say the Bengals go 1-0. Bengals defeat the Browns. It's going to be the Bengals, and we're going to give them a score of 17 Bengals, 14 Browns. I say it'll be neck and neck, 14-14, and Evan McPherson kicks a game-winning field goal. The Bengals advance 1-0, 17-14. Bengals beat the Browns. That's going to be a good game, I think. Tune in. If you're watching on Red Zone or, if you're in the Cleveland, Cincinnati area, watch that game. 17-14 Bengals. That's my prediction for Sunday. Let's move on. 3 more games. Let's talk about the Eagles at the Patriots. Eagles at the Patriots. Tom Brady Day to open up the season in Foxborough. Away game, home field advantage for the Patriots. Away game for the Eagles, home field advantage for the Patriots. Super Bowl champion, or the Super Bowl runner-ups in the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Foxborough. So, advantage in this one for the Patriots, the home team. Let's start off with the home team. Open up that playbook, man. Let's see it. Let's see what Bill O'Brien has got cooked up for that Eagles defense, because that is a solid Eagles defense. I'm not going to lie. You got Derek Barnett, who was on the trade block, by the way, but he's still playing. So we're just going to count that in there. You got Derek Barnett. You got Fletcher Cox. You got you have Nakobe Dean. You got Jalen Carter, the rookie Jalen Carter in there now. You know, you have a lot of guys, man. You have a lot of guys on that Eagles team. I mean, I would definitely look in to into expanding that playbook, giving them different looks, and seeing where we can go from there. Expand the playbook. Bill O'Brien, offensive coordinator, coming in from Alabama in his second stint with the New England Patriots. I mean, look, if you look at it like this, you got Mac Jones, you got Kendrick Bourne, who was second in yards after catch in last season. Second. One of the most underrated receivers in the game, Kendrick Bourne. You got Kendrick Bourne. You got Devontae Parker. You have Juju Smith-Schuster there. You have Mike Gesicki. You got weapons. And you got the running game, man. You got Ramondre Stevenson, and you got Ezekiel Elliott in the game. The New England Patriots are going to be a very underrated team, and you got Mac Jones to throw. You got, at quarterback to expand on that playbook. Let's expand that playbook, have a more balanced attack. Throw the deep ball. Run the ball when you don't expect him to run. Catch him off guard with some misdirections. I would expand that playbook to its fullest potential to try to upset the Eagles. Eagles key. Here's the Eagles key. Put as much pressure as you can on Mac Jones. That is my key for the Eagles. Put as much pressure. If I'm the defense, put as much pressure on Mac Jones as you can, because he's going to throw it. He's going to sling it. So if I'm the defensive line, I'm going to put as much pressure and try to beat up in the trenches the offensive line for the New England Patriots. So that's my key for the Eagles. Just pressure Mac Jones to make him make mistakes, because Mac Jones does not make many mistakes. So pressure him into making many mistakes. So who do I have winning this one? Eagles at Patriots. It's going to be a close football game. Close football game. Upset. I say the Patriots get them. You're probably thinking, are you serious? I said the Patriots knock off the Eagles and surprise them. Now, I do agree that the Eagles are the number one team in the nation. I think that they're the number one in my power rankings heading into the season. Do I think that the Eagles are going to have a good season? Absolutely. I think they're going to be one of the top teams, if not the number one seed in the playoffs come January. But look at this. It is early on in the season. It's the first week. You can afford to lose a couple of games. Right? You can afford to lose a couple of games. This is a game that you could probably afford to lose. I say the Patriots knock off the Eagles. Eagles start off their season 0-1, and then that kind of amps them up a little bit. And then the Eagles fire away on all cylinders. So the Patriots knock off the Eagles. I'd say the New England Patriots beat them by a score of, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with 21-14. 21-14, the Patriots. Patriots 21, Eagles 14. I got some low-scoring affairs, but the NFL, it's the NFL. You're not going to have high-scoring games like, in college. So 21-14, New England beats Philadelphia. Upset of the day. So moving on, let's go with Sunday Night Football. Cowboys and Giants, NFC East matchup. Going straight from an NFC East team to another couple of NFC East teams. Cowboys at Giants. MetLife Stadium is going to be rocking. Cowboys are ready. The Giants are ready. Week 1, their first home game before a tough, 10-week stretch. Majority of those games are going to be on the road for the Giants. The Giants got a tough schedule. They got a tough schedule. And here's how we're going to here are the keys to this. And before I get to the keys, like I said, tough schedule. This could be a game where they need to win before they start that tough stretch. So just hint there. So, Giants. Key to the home team. You need to probably get the throwing game a little bit more. going. And I would say, and when I say that, I mean, yes, Saquon's going to be a factor, and I would run the ball with Saquon, but I would use Daniel Jones to its advantage. I would throw and throw some play actions, man. Throw some play actions and throw some passes that may not be expected and that the Dallas defense isn't expecting. That Dallas defense is solid. They got Trayvon Diggs in the secondary. They got Micah Parsons. They got DeMarcus Ware. They got a lot of guys on that defensive front and in the secondary. So Dallas has got a solid team. One of the most talented rosters in the league, actually, Dallas does. So when you look at it, I would probably, slip them up, run a couple of trick plays, and run a couple of play action passes and expand Daniel Jones in that area. Throw the ball a tiny bit more and run the ball, but also throw the ball a tiny bit more in this one. That's my key for the Giants. The key for the Dallas Cowboys is activate Tony Pollard. I would use Tony Pollard a lot in this game. You're probably thinking, what's your obsession with the ground game? You talking about Nick Chubb running the ball, Barkley, and you're talking about Tony Pollard? Yes, I'm talking about Tony Pollard. I would run the ball on this team. I would run the ball, and I would run it right up the middle on the Giants. I know the Giants have a good team. They got a Kayvon Thibodeau. They got a lot of guys on that defense. I would still try my best and shoot for the stars and use Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard is one of the most underrated backs in the NFL. I would run and use him and just keep on pushing Tony Pollard in this game. Use the running game to your advantage if I'm Dallas. That is my key to this game. Who do I have winning? Dallas. I have Dallas winning. There's no question. I have Dallas winning this one. I think Dallas wins by a score of 24-7. 24-7. I think Dallas wins 24-7. Cowboys start off their season hot, 1-0. Giants on the losing end, on the road to a tough, 10-week stretch full of very little home games and more road games. So 24-7, Dallas beats New York. And let's go with another New York team because both of them are at MetLife. So Sunday Night Football at MetLife and Monday Night Football on ESPN at MetLife. AFC East matchup, the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. Probably one of the most biggest games of the week one slate. Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers. Tough divisional matchup starting off. The big dogs of the AFC taking on the up-and-coming, team that is looking pretty white hot when it comes to roster. So the key to the Jets, let's make that connection fly. That is my key for the Jets. Make the connection fly with Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson. Use that to your advantage. I would challenge Tre'Davious White and Jordan Pryor. I would challenge those guys hard. And because, while Garrett Wilson went on to say that he's not a star, he's a star in the making. He says he's not a star yet. He's just a guy that plays football. My golly, he is about to be a star. Use Garrett Wilson to your advantage. Also use the running game with Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook. You got the roster. Use that connection with Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson and use the running game with Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook. Expand with that connection. Those connections are good. Offensive connections, those are my key for the Jets. My key for the Buffalo Bills, hit them where it hurts. Hit them where it hurts, and that is right up the middle. If I'm Josh Allen, I'm hitting them where it hurts, and I'm throwing up the middle. Throwing up the middle, getting first downs by using slants, using Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, running slant routes, and I would push them right up the middle and gaining big chunk plays up the middle. That's where I would get them. I would use a Dalton Kincaid, and I would use a Dawson Knox, and I would, throw slip passes to them and to get, throw slip passes up there or run tight end crossing routes up the middle. Hit them where it hurts, and that is up the middle. I think the middle is the weakest point for the Jets so far, and I would hit them where it hurts. So those are my two keys for both teams. Who wins this game? Close game. Very close game. The Bills win this. I think Buffalo takes it on the road. I think the Jets are going to be ready soon when they play another matchup against Buffalo, when they do play another matchup against Buffalo, because they play them twice. But it won't be this week. I think Buffalo gets the Jets. They beat them with a score of highest scoring game, I would say. I'd say 31 Buffalo, 28 Jets. It's going to be close. I say 28-28 going into the fourth quarter. Tyler Bass kicks a late field goal, ends the game for Buffalo, and it's Buffalo 31, New York 24, New York 28, and the Bills move to 1-0 on the year. And that just concludes Pigskin Frenzy. Thank you again for listening and taking some time out of your Thursday to just sit back, watch, and listen to some NFL coverage presented by me. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on this episode and leave a comment down below. Spotify, if you're listening on there, share around with others and follow on there as well. Podbean, same thing. Share around with others and follow on there as well. X, all you gotta do is type in @pigskin_frenzy. Follow and like the page there. You'll get episode updates as well as news and highlights from across college and NFL football. Facebook, Pigskin Frenzy. Follow the page there. You'll get episode updates as well as all things up to date for Pigskin Frenzy. And Instagram, all you gotta do is type in @Pigskin Frenzy. Follow the page there. You'll get episode updates as well as trivia questions. Go and answer today's if you haven't already. And as well as all things up to date for Pigskin Frenzy. Again, big thank you for taking some time out of your Thursday. College football Saturday, NFL tonight, NFL Sunday and Monday. Go and watch football and have a great weekend of football field action. We will see you Tuesday for another college edition of Pigskin Frenzy. And for everybody out there, stay the course.